Hey, what's up, y'all? It is the fighting tiger hired in this premises. You know what I'm saying? She's naive. So I have had a lot of reflection to do about life within itself and why, when it comes to relationships today, that I self sabotage them. And I think back to a lot of things, that when I let my wall up, and it be towards the wrong people. But then I let my wall down for who don't deserve it. Now I'm at the point in time where in life where I'm putting my wall up back up for the ones who don't really care about me and only love me for me to a certain extent. Now, as for the ones who love me all the way conditionally, my whole wall is done came down because it's like, with the fact of me not having the best role model in life to show me and guide me, and with my daddy not being here, it's kind of hard to show. So it's like I gotta pick up the pieces of what I can and to learn on the way. Yes, I have had help from my significant other, but when you having one person to help you, to motivate you, to encourage you to do better, and they want you to do better, and you're trying to, it's kind of hard when you don't really have that support like that besides that person and besides her supporting me. And it's been a lot where I've been putting my foot in my mouth a lot with her lately, since I moved back to my mother's house. And I guess at the same time, I haven't been able to deal with changes. I'm not good with changes. I'm not good with being around folks that can't understand, or compromise. It's kind of hard for me to do. But, you know, going through life within itself, learning how to adjust to changes and deal with changes is something that I'm working on within myself. This is why I got into going to therapy ever since 2020. I'm not a whole saint, you know. I'm a lot better than I was after 2020, but I still have a long road ahead of me where, you know, um, I'm still that lovable person. I still want for nothing. At the end of the day, I just want real love and I want real understanding. Um, I know this is a quite bit of a intro, but I just wanted y'all to, peep and feel me, how I've been feeling, and the reflection that I've been having on and off for the past year. That I've been back with my mom, and the fact that of me putting my foot in my mouth towards my supposed to be soon to be wife, all because it's triggering down from um how I haven't been able to have that complete understanding. And it's like I'm taking it out on her, of the one person being an asshole towards me, and then I'm repercutting it back to her, which in so many ways and so many terms of, I realize now, since I have had some time to myself to have a come to to have a man in the mirror type talk, one on one. I realize, but that's the intro. It's a little long, but I had to get my feelings out. But the name of this video is called "My Real First Heartbreak." Okay. Um, People used to think that men or men used to was the first thing that broke my heart. No, in reality, within itself, I had to go way back in time on what and who really broke my heart. At the end of the day, not going to say any names or anything like that, because at this point it doesn't really matter. It matters, but it don't matter. Only thing that matters is me going to therapy and me continue getting the help and support and understanding that I need. But you know what people don't found to understand is that at the end of the day, you got to go back to your childhood, and you got to go back to when the first time when your heart was broken, the very first time when it was first broken. You got to go all the way back to that point, and then you got to sit up here and say, you know what is it that I have to do to get this real first broken heart to be mended and to go away? Because if it don't go away and if it's not fixed, it's gonna travel all the way into your relationships that you have in your present, that you have in your future. Especially if you got one in your present right now that love you for you, that's there for you, that's protect you, that has your back. All you're gonna do is just self sabotage it because of what happened to you when you was a kid, of how your heart was broken as a kid. And I'm just gonna put on record at the end of the day. Some of y'all asked me, was it a man that broke my heart? At first I said yes. But then after I had some time to really marinate and think about it, it wasn't a man who broke my heart. It was a woman that broke my heart. Then it was a man. So I just have to think within itself. Um, but at the same token, I know some people say, okay, well, if a man broke your heart, then that's just one man, or da da da. No, I'm good. Yes, it was this one particular woman who broke my heart. Uh, but did I have it ever in my head that every woman was going to be like this one particular woman? No, because every woman is different. Every woman have their own personality of the traits and how they do things, how they handle things, how they say things. At the end of the day, I'm all about giving people chances, because we all human. I'm all about giving chances. And I know I'm at the end of the day that with me not being able to redeem my chances, I look at unlimited chances. Because, like I was telling my stepbro this morning, I would literally throw away a whole relationship if it's dealing with domestic violence and cheating. But if it's misunderstanding, if it's other than that, other stuff than that, I'm all up for it because at the end of the day, love is tricky. Love is complicated. Love is sticky. But then again, you also have that real love, broken heart too, that you got to focus on within yourself. So, I say this at the end of the day, we don't really know who really broke our hearts until you actually sit down and really think. Like you just have nothing to do that day and just think really just think. Like, dang, I thought I knew this, or dang, I thought I knew that. But in reality, we don't. We may answer and say, all right, this is what it is. But in reality, it's not. So, therefore, Damas, the fighting tiger, is out this building. What I want y'all to do is like, click, and share my video. I know this video is a little raunchy, a little long, but I had to express my feelings, and I had to express my thoughts and my center thoughts. And for y'all YouTube world to get to know the inner side of me, something that my partner has been trying to get me to do for the last couple of years. And with me going to therapy and her help, her being beside me, I'm slowly learning how to let people in. Like, it's easy for me to have a conversation, but it's not easy for me to let someone in or to put my guard down. But I'm starting to do that. Well, not now, but in the last couple months, it's just been. But anyhow, Fighting Tiger is out this piece. Arr!